clipping and distortion, and it sounds absolutely awful. So there are a couple of different ways that manufacturers have gone about producing tools that will help eliminate that issue or control that issue a little bit better. One way is using what's called safety tracks. Another way is using something called limiters. Now, technically, the Zoom F4 and F8 both have safety track recording feature, and they also have digital limiters. However, there is a nuance about limiters. Someone's talking on a microphone, saying their lines for a film, and they suddenly get louder than you expected. What happens is you get that clipping. Well, what a safety track does is a safety track actually records that single microphone to two different microphone channels, two separate channels, so kind of two separate tracks, if you will. It records the first one at the level that you set. It records the second one, again, the same mic, at a lower level on that secondary track. So in post, what you can do is if you do get a situation where the talent gets very loud suddenly and does clip on the main track, the secondary track or the safety track shouldn't be clipped. And in post, you can actually cut in that second track and make it sound very, very nice. On the other hand, what a limiter does is a limiter actually tries to take care of that for you in real time while you're recording. So a limiter is really nice because then you don't have any work in post to do if it's able to capture that input level and kind of pull it back before it clips. The problem on the Zoom F series is that the limiters are digital. So what happens is that damage, that clipping and distortion can already occur before the limiters kick in. And that was just kind of a weird thing. I don't understand why a lot of the prosumer and consumer grade recorders are doing that. I think it's to save money because analog limiters cost money. They're a separate component that they have to put in the recorder. So I would really say that digital limiters don't really do a lot for you in terms of preventing clipping and distortion on the Zoom F series, but they do have the safety track feature, so you can record a single microphone to two separate channels at a lower level on the second one, so that if you do get a really loud sound source, suddenly, someone starts screaming or yelling or laughing, then it will be recorded to that secondary track at a lower level, and you'll be able to use that in post. So overall, I guess I see the limiters on the Zoom F8 and F4 as kind of a weakness. However, they do have the safety recording feature, so that's a nice, consolation prize. Another super nice feature on the Zoom F series is they both have two SD card slots. So you can essentially record the exact same thing to two separate cards. You also have some flexibility. You can record, say, for example, a lossless WAV file to one card and an MP3 file to another card. So you have a lot of options there. That gives you some flexibility, and it also gives you redundancy and safety so that if one of the cards go bad, you still have the recording on another card. Really, really nice feature. One of the things that the Zoom F series have done is they provide a whole lot of inputs. The Zoom F8 has 8 XLR TRS combination inputs. So you can input microphones, you can input line